No end to war in sight as Russia's invasion of Ukraine enters a third week. The first high-level talks between the countries since the start of the invasion ending Thursday without any breakthroughs to end the fighting.
The most tragic situation is currently now in the city of Mariupol.
The Ukrainian Foreign Minister speaking after his talks in Turkey, saying his Russian counterpart would not commit to a humanitarian corridor that would allow civilians to flee the hard-hit city of Mariupol. Airstrikes here hitting a maternity and children's hospital Wednesday, local authorities say, killing 3 people, including a child, and injuring 17. Ukrainian and Western officials accusing Russia of a war crime for the attack.
Російські війська вже створили гуманітарну катастрофу в Україні.
Russian troops have created a humanitarian catastrophe, the Ukrainian president says, adding the hospital bombing was proof of a genocide. The International Committee of the Red Cross warns that food and water supplies in Mariupol are running dangerously low. As casualties there mount, a trench has been dug some 25 meters long. The Associated Press reports where local authorities are hurrying to bury the dead in a mass grave. Moscow denies it's targeting civilians. Evacuations in Ukraine are still ongoing. The mayor of Kyiv, Ukraine's capital, says half the city's population has left since the invasion began. Well over 2 million people have fled Ukraine so far, according to the UN, marking the fastest growing crisis of its kind in Europe since World War II. Now, more refugees are crossing into Poland than any other nation. And that's where Prime Minister Justin Trudeau visited Thursday.
Obviously, the priority that brings us both to Warsaw is our standing with Ukrainians and all Eastern Europeans as we reinforce the eastern flank of NATO.
The final leg of Trudeau's Europe tour included meetings with the U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris. The PM also announcing Canada will spend $117 million to speed up the arrival of Ukrainian refugees, and Ottawa will match $20 million more in donations through the Canadian Red Cross for Ukraine.